So this is the video that we put together on the last couple workshops. Could you rebuild if you lost everything? I've watched it so many times from friends and mentors working their butt off to build their social media groups, to wake up one day and be deleted. No warning, no explanations, no way to appeal. There were people that built 6, 7 figure income to their social media group completely dependent of it. To wake up one day, sales gone, audience is gone, and their income disappeared overnight. Now, instead of worrying about social media shutting down, guess what? We're doing it on a 2-hour workday that lets us keep everything and get us our time back with our loved ones to be able to enhance the quality of life. It was never about working harder, guys. It was more about being able to have security, to be able to know that when you work, it cannot be taken away from you. And that changed everything. If you're tired of relying on social media to make your money, it's now time to start your own community. Never been a better time. Drop a me in the comments and I will personally show you and walk you through as simple as 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, and you're up and running. So that's short 90-second video, right? So now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna share my screen. So we're gonna share the phone and I'm gonna send this video. So what I do is I send this video to my phone. So I'm gonna send it. I don't know how you got. You can send it by email on the PC. But this is how I do it on Apple. Is I just do an AirDrop. All right, here it comes. So it just came on my phone. Let me go ahead and share my phone so I can see you guys. Oh, by the way, Martha, you can join us on the Zoom if you want. I put the link in the chat. Martha is on the YouTube live. Hopefully you can hear me. Just respond on the chat if you can. Okay. So anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and share my phone. So I'm gonna share my phone. All right, here she comes. All right, here comes Martha. See, you're not alone, Cynthia. We got another lady here.
All right. Welcome.
Welcome, Martha.
Now you guys can say welcome.
Welcome, Martha.
So, Martha, unmute yourself real quick. So what you just experienced, Martha,
Yes.
this is what we do when we do our lives, is we take them from online and then we bring it offline. So we bring him to the Zoom. So I do that all the time. Whether I go Facebook Live, I go YouTube Live or TikTok, I always try to bring him into the Zoom. Especially when I do my lives. So when I do my lives and I bring him in the Zoom, it's a good chance they're going to sign up on Legacy because I get a chance to interact with them and I get a chance to lay my eyes on them. So, can you guys see my phone, by the way?
Yes.
All right. All right. So I bring the video onto the phone, right? So I brought the video onto the phone. So as you guys can see, it is the one that says 1 minute and 24 seconds. Okay? Says fix it or pay to get it fixed, right? So there's actually 2 videos. The 124, okay? So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna go to CapCut. So that's the app, CapCut. I'm going to hit new project, and I'm going to bring the 124 over. So now I brought it over. Do you guys see all the items on the bottom?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to choose caption. The reason I use CapCut is because I like the caption from CapCut. You're going to see, I'm going to always choose, if Kim didn't choose the one with emojis, it would not be a video. So, I mean, some of you guys might get annoyed by the emojis. Just saying. but Kim likes the emojis. And here we go. So it's going to generate all that. Now, for someone like Cynthia, CapCut is not 100% correct on spelling. It doesn't bother me, but it might bother you and a couple other people. Okay? So I recommend you go through the spelling. So the way you do is you hit the play button, and you can
Could you
actually
rebuild if you lost
all the
everything?
caps, and then you can check
I've
the
watched
spelling
it
as you go.
so many times from friends and mentors working their butt off to build their social media groups to wake up one day and be deleted. No warning, no explanations, no way to appeal. There were people that built 6, 7 figure income to their social media group completely dependent of it. To wake up one day, sales gone, audience is gone, and their income disappeared overnight. Now, instead of worrying about social media shutting down, guess what? We're doing it on a 2-hour workday that lets us keep everything and get us our time back with our loved ones to be able to enhance the quality of life. It was never about working harder, guys. It was more about being able to have security, to be able to know that when you work, it cannot be taken away from you. And that changed everything. If you're tired of relying on social media to make your money, it's now time to start your own community. Never been a better time. Drop a me in the comments, and I will personally show you and walk you through as simple as 1, 2, 3, ABC, and you're up and running. So you guys can see how they do the caption, right? So from here, what I always do, I don't promote CapCut. I always take the last section. The last section is promoting CapCut, and I just delete it. So now it's not promoting CapCut, right? So when you go here, let's say that anybody saw something wrong with the caption? Oh, by the way, guys, you can unmute yourself, ladies. Okay, we uh we
I
don't do
bet.
it when
I bet
we like. Yeah, we like to know. We like to know you breathing. Okay.
I'm breathing.
All right. So Jeff, did you see anything wrong with the captions?
Um, but didn't stand out.
So what happens is you see the caption is going over the wording, right?
Yes.
So what you can do is you tap on it and you can reposition it. Now, another thing that also happened was, let me see if I can stretch it out. It won't let me stretch it out. Oh, there we go. So we needed to stretch it out a little bit, or maybe a little bit bigger, so that way it doesn't run over the words. So like that. It might cover the mouth a little bit. That could be a good thing anyway, but that was a joke. You're supposed to laugh, yeah. Okay? So so now you can see how the wording now is not running over, right?
But it's covering up your face. It could all go lower, couldn't it?
Oh, that could be a good thing.
No.
I'm
That
not
could,
too concerned about the face. They Most people pay attention to your sound, your word, your articulation. Okay? That's where so your articulation is 58% of the equation because 58% is also part of the voice and the body language. That is what people follow. Okay? And you'll learn What I'm telling you, you can Google it, you'll find it. So now that I got the caption, right? I'm gonna go ahead and upload it to my phone, and then I'm gonna go ahead and send it to the computer. Today is an actual easy class today, because we're in the final stage of completing the video, right? I'm gonna show you how to go to the replays on the YouTube channel. Okay, so right now I have that project. Okay, so when I go in here, as you can see, I have two videos now that are 1 minute and 24 seconds. You guys see that? So one of them doesn't have the caption, but one of them has the caption. So that's how you find it. So what I do now is I'm going to send it back to the computer. Go to Kim's laptop. It's going to go ahead and drop it to Kim's laptop. We're going to go ahead and do a reshare. And now that video will be right on the laptop. So now we're right back on the laptop. And as you can see here, when it says copy, that means it came from CapCut. Anytime you see like the name of the file like this, that means it came from CapCut. So what I'm going to do here is
Excuse me,
I'm going to,
where is the word copy? Where is the word?
you see where my mouse is?
Okay, yes.
Wherever it says like copy and all that lettering and writing, that's usually coming from CapCut. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
So we go ahead and drag it, put it on the desktop. We're going to go ahead and kill this bad boy here. I'm going to go ahead and move you guys here on this side so I can do that. So now, when you come here, that video has the caption.
Could you rebuild if you lost everything? I've watched it so many times.
Now, why is it that I like it to do the caption this way? Okay.
Stands out.
It not only stands out, but my perfect customers, okay, my perfect customer are people over 50. Okay. People over 50 struggling, trying to make ends meet, and just want better for their family. They're tired of looking at the bank account before they go make a purchase, right? They want to be able to make all those things go away and have money for rainy day. So when you're dealing with 50 and over, a lot of time there's eyesight problems, right? So that's why I wanted to make sure that it is very, very legible. Make sense? Anybody good? Everybody good? Right?
Yep.
Okay. So to kind of give you guys a little backstory, okay? The reason why at our community we do these types of workshops, and just so you know, like I said on Wednesday, these workshops is in our inner circle, okay? So if you go to our inner circle, right? Where you go? So if you go to our classrooms, right? You're gonna see that. Hold on, classrooms. That doesn't look right.
Now, classroom has a whole bunch of modules.
I know. Why does it
Click,
say classroom two?
click back up on PPP 101. Click back up at the very top, PPP 101. That usually kind of refreshes.
Oh, that's
See it?
because it says content. It says
The upper
content.
left.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Now we go to the classrooms. That looks better, right, Jeff?
Now that is the classroom right there.
Yeah, yeah. So when you guys go here, this stuff right here, you guys are going to be able to sell it as a course in the inner circle and actually get 50% affiliation. Okay? So by the time we finish this workshop, let's say we sell this course for 47 bucks, right? That means you're going to get 50% of 47 bucks for someone. And so that way you guys will get additional streams of income. So a lot of things that we do in the inner circle, we're gonna market it, right? We're gonna market it for you guys to earn additional income because there's no one right now in the entire DGC that is doing these type of courses. They'll tell you what you need to do, like you need to do 3 pieces of content, right? They'll tell you that you need to do an hour live, right? But they don't give you the details. No one does the details. You're gonna have to either Google it or you're gonna have to go YouTube it. Is that pretty accurate, Martha?
And I'm a detail person, so I got lost.
Or chat GPT it.
Yeah, you're right, Jeff. Absolutely, you're right on. So we wanted to become the bridge from a person that starts to understand what to do, but now step by step knowing how to do it. You see, I know that once we do a hard launch in our community, the community is going to grow like wildfire. Okay. Right now, we are being watched. There's a lot of eyeballs. Okay. There's a lot of eyeballs that's right now looking at our community because they see the value that what we're going to be bringing is definitely something that no one see coming at DGC. Does that make sense?
And these courses will be available to anyone already in Legacy.
For what? These courses?
Yeah,
No. So whoever is in the inner circle of PPP.
but you said we can sell them.
Oh, you'll be able to sell it to who? They don't even have to be in DGC. You can sell it to anybody.
Okay. Just want to be clear.
So when you sell this course, number one, they would have to be a member of the inner circle, correct?
Okay.
So not you get an affiliation for them to be monthly reoccurring to be in the inner circle. So that means right now they pay $80. That means you get $40, correct?
Okay.
Okay.
On top of that, you make another 50% on selling the course. So what did you just done? You just created 2 streams of income with one being a reoccurring.
And who gets the other 50%?
It goes to PPP.
Which is you.
Not just me for the operation.
Your PPP.
No, we have
Yeah,
operation. We have 3 VA to pay every month.
yeah, I know.
So those VAs are not free. Right now, the
Yeah,
operation
fee.
pays for itself. Right now,
Okay.
the way that we have everything set up, the operation pays for itself. Yes, Martha?
Okay, so I want to be clear on what the thing is we're selling. Is it the day 1 through 4? That's how much to purchase?
Right now, not yet. Not yet. But when the course is complete, so as each courses are complete, there will be a price tag to each course for you guys to be able to sell it to people that are not part of PPP.
Okay, the course consists of what? The 4-day thing here I see?
There's going to be more. There's going to be more.
Okay, so is each day one course?
There's going to be different types of videos. So this one that we just did is the regular basic video with someone talking, right? Then we're going to do other videos like the ones where you're not talking and you're just putting writing and music. We're going to do all the different types of content that people post. And once that entire workshop is complete, by the end of this month, that whole entire course will be sellable. Does that make sense?
Well, so we can resell the $80 insiders community option, right?
Inner
So
circle.
the inner circle,
Inner circle.
it is non-negotiable. In order to get to this course, they have to be part of the inner circle.
So I'd have to buy into that to be able to sell these courses when they're finished.
Let me tell you, who's going to be your typical audience here is not going to be an experienced person. It's not going to be the guy that's tech savvy. Your typical audience here is a person who is not tech savvy and that needs the hand holding step by step. That's who your typical customer is going to be here.
So
And
if
you
I
know what?
sell,
That's 70% of the digital marketing space.
so if I sell the Legacy Builders 2.0 at 900, for the 900 plus the 39 plus the GoDaddy, there's also going to be a, if they choose, $80 every month fee to be in your inner circle, right?
Correct. Correct. So that's just one of many benefits you're going to have in inner circle. Okay. If you ever need to go look at what's in the inner circle benefits, just go here. When you go here to our classroom, go to inner circle. And when you go to the inner circle, it's got the full breakdown.
Okay, now you know how when a person starts new, they either pay the 150 for the tech people to do all the setup, or you go through the videos yourself for the setup. Now, if they instead pay 80 to you to be in the inner circle, does that get any easier, or is that something you all can help them with, the setup?
Setup of what?
The setup of uh, all the videos that a new person goes through, instead of paying 150 to Michelle to
Oh no,
have it.
we don't use system IO here, Martha. We don't use system IO. We use an entire different system.
Okay, I didn't know that, so there's a lot more to learn about this.
Yeah, we use an entire different system because the people mostly in our community, right? I think somebody's coming with a feedback.
It ain't me.
No, it's not you. But anyhow,
It's not me.
I think it's Martha. Yeah. Yeah, that's where the feedback came back from. I'm not sure why. Do you have us on like Bluetooth speakers?
I'm on my laptop and
Okay, now you don't have feedback. You were having
I
feedback
hadn't
on the top.
changed anything from my initially getting on.
But anyhow, so a lot of us in our community, Martha, we come from a different platform when it comes to emails and CRM and all that stuff, which is has more bells and whistles than System IO. The only difference is that the system we use is not free, and System IO is free, but it's limited on what you can and can't do.
So right now, it's not Martha.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're hearing the
Okay.
echo.
Okay. It can't be me because I only have one device. But
I got,
anyhow, we're
I,
just about almost wrapping up anyway. But anyhow, so we use something called Now Site. That's what we use.
yeah.
Okay, it's a system just like System IO, but with more bells and whistles. It has AI integrated inside. It's completely integrated inside.
It's called
So
Now Site,
Now
NOW.
Site, yeah.
Okay, well, that's something I heard about with Manatech. Manatech's using Now Site, if you know who Manatech is.
There's a lot of network marketing company using NowSite right now because Eric Worre is 40% ownership of that company now. He bought he bought himself inside, and he's heavily promoting it among networking marketing companies. Heavily.
Yeah, I heard that one place was leaving Now Site and going to Genius IA. I don't know anything about that.
Um, they can go anywhere they want, it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, here's what they don't have. They don't have the resources that Eric Worre provides. Because I can tell you this much. Eric Worre is not going anywhere.
So,
That's the
so
beautiful thing.
This thing that we're on right now, this is for the people who have not paid yet, right? Because I haven't paid, so this, I can get on this one Friday one every Friday if I want.
Friday
not?
or Wednesday. Friday or Wednesday. So the inner circle, what they do, so what we do is we give you the templates. Like these guys here that are on this call, they get the templates of the Canva, they get the templates of anything that we share. Does that make sense? So the people in the free community, they don't get that because you got to go and log in into the inner circle to get all that. So
Well, it'll make more
it,
sense later, I guess.
it doesn't cost to attend. It only costs if you want the perks, like the ready, done for you stuff. Does that make sense? That's why I said, who's your perfect customer for this platform? It's going to be someone who is a beginner, someone who is non-tech savvy, or someone who wants things that are already done for them. Does that make sense?
Present and accounted for.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
But
So,
when you say done for you, okay, you're still going to have to make your own videos.
well, when I say done, you know how much time, Jeff, it takes to do all this?
Yeah, a lot of time.
All
Well,
you have to do is change
for,
the writing. All you have to do is change the writing. That's it. Everything else is done. Your video is the video that you bring over because you're the one recording your own video. But all the backgrounds, everything is done. The logo, you just replace your logo. Put your logo, take my logo out. But the template is already done for you. Does that make sense?
it makes sense. But
So does a template come with instructions?
The videos. That's why these workshops are recorded.
Okay, so like, with System.io, that contains the automated emails, correct?
Yeah, this has the
So-
same emails. We have the whole email thing is done with NowSite. It's
Okay, so that's okay with Michelle that you use their emails for this?
Yeah, because we've already purchased the $39. All they care about is their $39. That's all they care about. Make sense? So what we do in our community is we give them records of who bought 39. Once they give us an approval code from Michelle Schmaderer, that's when we actually set up their stuff on our site. We have to get an approval code from them before we set it up for our people.